Go ahead and get your lesson pages out that I sent home out of your book. You're going to go ahead and get out page 442, 443. Go ahead and rip those out of your book, or you can work in your book, up to you, since at this point you're not turning them in. We're just going to go over share and show together, and then after we do share and show, you will be doing on your own. So we're going to name the polygon, and then we're going to use the markings on the figure to tell whether it's a regular polygon or not a regular polygon. So let's go ahead and look at number 1A. Name the polygon. Well, I know it has 3 sides, and I know tri means 3, so I know it's a triangle. So go ahead and fill that in. And then it's asking me, are all the sides and all the angles congruent? So remember, we have these little signs here. These are for our segments, the lines, and they're all showing 1. So all 3 of those are congruent or equal. And the same with our angles. There's 1 marking, so they're telling me all 3 angles are the same. So the answer would be yes. And then, is the polygon a regular polygon? Remember, our rule to a regular polygon, it has to have both. It has to have the segments or the lines being congruent / equal, or the angles, and they are both. So yes, it is a polygon, a regular polygon. So we just classified and identified this triangle. We identified it by calling it a triangle versus a quadrilateral or a hexagon, octagon, whatever we want to call it. And then we are able to classify it by saying the angles and the sides are all equal, along with saying it's a regular polygon. Go ahead and turn to page 443. We're going to do the same thing with all of this. So, with 2, 3, and 4. Name each polygon. Tell whether it's a regular polygon or not a regular polygon. So let's count our sides on this. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to put a little X so I know I started here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has 6 sides. If I can't remember what a 6-sided polygon is, go back to your instructions on your table. Okay, so I know a 6-sided is a hexagon. So we now have its name, which is what it asked us to do. Now we need to decide, is it a regular polygon or not a regular polygon? So look at my sides. I have my lines. They're all equal because they have 1 line through it. And my angles all have 1 angle marking. So this is a regular polygon. Now, I know some of you are going to be like, Mrs. Jones, do I have to write regular polygon or can I write RP? You can write regular polygon because we want to make sure we know how to spell this correctly, and the more that we practice, the better it is. So number 3, it has 4 sides, but I notice my 4 sides aren't equal because there's 1 line here and 2 lines here, so it's not a square. Okay, I know it's a rectangle, but right now we're only talking about triangles and quadrilaterals. We haven't gone into deeper of the quadrilaterals, so I'm going to call it a quadrilateral. And the reason I know we didn't talk about more is because if I go back to my tables, I didn't see anything in instructions about rectangle, squares, rhombus, anything like that. We only talked about triangles, quadrilaterals, and then our hexagon, heptagon, all the way up to 10. So this is a quadrilateral. And then my next question, is it a regular or not a regular polygon? Well, my angles are all the same, but remember my line has 1 through it and 2 through it. So this is not a regular polygon. And again, if you run out of room, just write underneath. Okay, try number 4 on your own. I'll give you a few minutes. Count how many sides you have. Again, look on your tables of your instructions if you need to. And then decide, is it a regular or is it a irregular? I'm going to pause the video for just 2 seconds so you can do your work. I'm writing mine down right now. You should hopefully have it all done. Remember to check out how many lines, if it's 1 marking, 2 markings, 2 of the arches on the angles or not. And your answer should be, it is an octagon, regular polygon. We have 8 sides. All the sides are equal. All the angles are equal. We have both, so it's able to prove that it's a regular polygon. So for your homework, you're going to do all of the on your own. So if you follow it, on 5 through 10, you're doing the exact same thing we just did up above. You are naming each polygon. So I need to know, what is it? Remember, we only did triangle, quadrilateral, and then we did hexagon all the way up to decagon. Then you need to tell me, is it a regular polygon or not a regular? And by that, you're looking at the markings. So make sure you look at that. So that's 5 through 10. Then you're going to flip your page over. 11 through 12, so just these 2 problems, you're going to use this at the side. Now this is a little more difficult. So it's saying which polygons in the floor plan have 4 equal sides and 4 congruent angles. How many of these polygons are there? Okay, so they want to know, what are my polygons that I can see in the floor plan? And then, is it a regular or not? What are they, or how many? Okay, so that's my first one, and then how many? So you're answering 2 questions. So I'm going to put here, answer 2 questions. Number 12, is there a quadrilateral in the floor plan that is not a regular polygon? Remember, regular has the same side, same as everything. And name the quadrilateral and tell how many of the quadrilaterals are in the open floor plan. So you're going to have 3 answers to this. You're going to have a yes or no. So that's your first. You're going to have one of those. You're going to name it. And then how many? I should do the same for up above. I kind of like that. So you're going to name it. Is it a regular or not? Because it's asking me. And the same thing is how many? Okay, number 13 you get to draw. So you're going to sketch 8 points, then connect the points to draw a closed plane figure. Okay, so you're just making 8 vertices, connect the lines, so line segments, and what kind of polygon did you draw? Number 14, look at all the angles for all regular polygons. As the number of sides increases, do the measures of the angles increase or decrease, and what pattern do you see? On here, you're just going to start with a regular polygon, and then you're going to make it bigger, 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 and it wants to know, is it increasing or is it decreasing, and what's your pattern? And number 15 is your test prep. Which of the following is a regular hexagon? So at this point, we're starting to put our regular or not regular in front of the name. So you're going to go ahead and see if it's a hexagon and if it's regular, and that's all you have to do for your homework, and then your parents will have an answer. So good luck. This is our first day of doing online learning and teaching, and I miss you guys in the classroom. It's kind of quiet.